my channel. I do hope you're doing well. Guys, oh, everything is a little bit muddled at the moment. I do apologise. I can't find the base for my tripod. The house is just a mess. We're still trying to unpack. We're still trying to get washing done. There's a lot of stuff happening in this household at the moment. We're trying to start decorating for autumn. Everything is a little delayed. But I have been productive today and I've booked for when me and Mum are going pumpkin picking. We are going pumpkin picking second weekend of October. Because I've come back off holiday, I've booked and all of the slots are pretty much gone. So we are very, very late. I do apologise. Next year we will be beginning of September as always. But I was sunning myself in Jamaica 1st of September, guys, which is the reason for this video. So, if you are new to the channel, last year I done a solo travel to Dominican Republic and this year I done a solo travel to Jamaica. And at the end of all the vlogs, because you would have seen all 5 vlogs, you would have seen the come to the airport, you would have seen a few little sit down videos there. I do like a roundup, so I speak about the accommodation, my experiences, the local area, the costing, everything like that, just in case that there is people there who think, oh, maybe I want to go or maybe I want a bit more information. It's basically just a chit chat video where I have a big summary and we see what is on offer for next year. So I'm going to take a little bit of water because you do know I love to rabbit. If you have seen the Jamaican vlogs though, you all know I didn't really drink much water. It was either beer, cocktails or rum. So I definitely need some H2O, eh? I have no idea how I'm going to work this tripod without my little base thing to clip it into. But the room is, you know when I'm like, I've got to dissect it bit by bit. And I'm just looking around and there's bags and clothes and stuff everywhere. And I'm just like, oh my God. I think another trip to the storage unit is needed. So, Shan, stop rabbiting. People are not here for that. Let's start with where I went, Jamaica. I love the Caribbean. I know it's not the Caribbean. Mexico is South America, but I love that whole area. South America, Caribbean, absolutely love. So, I've done Mexico twice. Those weren't solo travels, but I done Dominican Republic last year. If you want to see anything about that, go into my time for a getaway playlist. You get everything and anything to do with me travelling, whether it's abroad, whether it's me log cabins in the UK, or whether it's just a little evening at a hotel going to a concert. But yeah, everything for Dominican Republic is in there from last year. And that being my first solo holiday, if you're an OG, you will remember the build up to that holiday and you will remember the absolute sheer stress and panic within those last 72 hours before I was due to fly, and even more the last 24 hours before I was due to fly. It was just a bit of a palaver, but we didn't have these problems with Jamaica. So I booked my holiday through TUI and I booked Jamaica last September. So pretty much I come back off holiday and I book another holiday. I like to have stuff to look forward to. I like to have it in place so I know how much to save, etc, etc. So I was looking at Jamaica. It was a toss-up between Jamaica and Antigua and St. Lucia. If you have been following the vlogs as well or my update videos, you know next year I am going to St. Lucia. But next year I will not be going alone. So this in essence was my last big solo holiday on my own. We might probably actually still have little solo trips, whether it be me and Mama G or me on my own, just a night at a hotel, if say my partner was away on work, for example. There might still be these little things along the way, but in terms of a big 2-week holiday, Jamaica was my last one and I wanted to go out with a bang. So it was a very close call between Jamaica and St. Lucia. I decided Jamaica, and this was last year before anything with myself and my partner. And I thought I'll go maybe St. Lucia when I was 29 and I was looking at Antigua for when I was 30. Now I think for 30 it's all changed. There's going to be some very exciting things I think for when I'm 30. So stay tuned if you're an OG or stay tuned if you're a newbie, because before you know it I will be 30, guys. I'm 29 next year, okay? Let's not even get into it. It's very emotional. When people think of Jamaica, you think of Kingston and Montego Bay. I looked at them and there was no hotels that was popping out to me. So I had a little look through TUI, and you might think this is really silly, but when I look at hotel rooms, I like a bath. You're probably thinking when you're on holiday, when do you ever have a bath? I love a bath or like those jacuzzi style hot tub baths, because I don't know about you, when I get sunburnt, and if you've seen the vlogs, you know I get sunburnt. My bum is still living proof that I get sunburnt. There's nothing better than just soaking in the bath and just like laying there and being at one. And I look through all of these, and I'm not an experienced traveller by far, but I like to think I know a little bit about the travel industry, and especially like hotel chains. And there was a brand called the Royalton, and I thought, you know what, that is a chain that is on my list. I've got quite a few others, but Royalton, I always look in the areas at what ones are on my list if they're in there. So I found the Royalton in Negril. Now, I'd never heard of Negril, and when I looked at it, it was like an hour-and-a-half transfer for the airport, and I'm thinking, oh my god, it's literally the other side of the island. However, it was probably, driving through Montego Bay and Kingston and everything, they seem very like commercialised. Negril was very, very beautiful and very, very picturesque, and I think I made a good decision. It's even to the point that I think maybe come 4 or 5 years later, I'm actually going to go back with my partner, and we're going to see how it's changed. We're going to do new experiences. We're going to relive some old experiences, because if you saw the vlogs, we was in contact every day, and he'd be like, what have you done? I'm like, I've gone to a rum distillery, and he's like, I'm up for a bit of that. I'm like, right, we've got to do it when we come back. And I think the whole vibe of Jamaica, it would suit more of a couple. I'm not saying that you can't go there if you're a solo traveller, but I feel Jamaica is a lot more hyped. It's very lively. There's a lot more going on. There's a lot more energy, whereas Dominican was a bit more slower paced, which was kind of a good break-in for my first solo holiday, to be honest. But Jamaica in general, not just my hotel had a fabulous like a vibe and nightlife and everything like that, but when you get out, it's very hustle and bustle, and it's very like, as they say, yeah man, it's very like, we're gonna go with the flow, and there's music and there's drink popping, and it's a place you want to experience with someone. However, I am so happy that I have experienced it for myself as of now. So as I say, I stayed at the Royalton Negril, and what I'll try and do is I'll leave the links down below, whether it be through the TUI or the direct link to the hotel itself. I'll try and leave as much as I can down below. I stayed in the Diamond Club. So I've had a few people asking what Diamond Club is. So within the Royalton, you had your normal rooms. Then you had the swim-up rooms. So if you wanted a ground floor level with your own little mini pool. And then you had the normal rooms and swim-up again, but in a Diamond Club version. So Diamond Club version, in essence, is kind of like a premium of the hotel. So it's all still the same, but you have your own private pool, like a shared pool, with just the people within the Diamond Club. You also have, it's my thing, this dress, guys, keeps pulling, and you know, I've just looked and I thought it's blooming lopsided. You have your own private beach section. You have your own butlers. You have your own beach bar, restaurant, everything like that. There's certain restaurants that are exclusive to Diamond Club members. With your butlers, you don't have to do a walk-in basis on the a la carte restaurants. You reserve it so that there's no problems. My camera bag has just fallen down. That's very creepy. Very, very creepy. And they're basically just there to offer you a hand. You get discount on spa treatments. You get discounts when you go into like the diamond shops. And if you see the vlogs, diamonds just still ain't coming into my equation right about now, okay? But yeah, there's a lot of perks with Diamond Club. And for me, because the main pools get very busy, and I don't know how I would be like, I don't want to do that mad rush at like going and having to put your towels down. And because I was one person, I always felt awkward because they would always be set up in twos, and I'm like, I'm taking an extra space. But half the time I'd push the other chair out, so if there was like a family of 3 or anyone, they could take that out. The main pool itself, the shared one, was very, very busy, but it also linked into the children's pool. So with Diamond Club, you can have children in there, I believe, but with the Royalton, there is a section as well called Hideaway, and that is purely an adults only section, which I don't know if I'm going to change the holiday for next year to Hideaway, because the time that we're going, the little ones should be in school. So fingers crossed. I'm not too sure what we're going to do, but yeah, next year is the Royalton in St. Lucia. The room itself, all rooms are like a junior suite they call. So the room layout that you saw of mine would be the same for whether you're Diamond Club, normal swim up or a standard room. They all have your hot tub bath, they all have your shower, your bed, everything. The rooms there are lovely, like absolutely top notch spec. The maid service was lovely. With Diamond Club as well, you get like a turn down service where when you're out for dinner, the maid will come in and they turn down your bed. Sometimes you get like a little soft throw on there. I said to my butler one night, I was like, I've got a really bad sunburn on my back. And when I come in, it was like a soft, like almost like a teddy bear bedding sheet, so that obviously it didn't aggravate my thing. So it's just the little touches that make it a little bit nicer. And as I say, being on my own, I kind of want everything stress-free. In terms of that, when I booked through with TUI, I booked for the TUI Premium. TUI Premium gets you your extra legroom in your seats. You select your seats. They're slightly wider as well, I believe. You get a 3-course meal, welcome drinks and drinks on the plane. Then you get like a snack, and then you get like a lunch or a breakfast or an afternoon tea. It depends on the time of your flight. With the Premium as well, you get the priority check-in, which that is another thing for me. So traveling on my own, I don't like standing in queues. What is it with, guys? We've been getting non-stop spam since I've been home. Mum's like, have you been given the house phone number out in Jamaica? I'm like, absolutely not. And isn't it a god-awful tone? God-awful. Please, excuse me. It's very inconveniencing. Mum says that they're very rude as well when she answers. She's like, hello. They're like, hello. And they'll start bombarding her with questions. And she's like, no, sorry. And they just hang up on her. She's like, rude. You're very persistent, who you are. Would you like to stop ringing? If it's family, they will call. So you know it's a spam call. And if it's automated, it will continue to ring and ring. I do apologise if you have headphones in currently, because this is probably the most annoying sound that you could ever hear. I mean, more annoying than my voice. Oh, thank you very much. Can we get back to the video? Thank you very much. So I don't like being in queues. I get very flustered, and the whole vibe of an airport, it does stress me out. I can't lie, guys. Until I'm in duty free, that's when me holiday. I'm like, woohoo. Get me a mimosa, I'm all good. So with the Premium with TUI as well, you get priority check-in, which is great because I saw the queue for the regular check-in when I got to the airport, and I think in front of me I had about 4 people. You know how normal check-ins are. It was rows upon rows, and I just thought, oh my god, if that was me in there. I've got my big case, my bag, my baby case, my bum bag. Like I would have actually had a meltdown. And then you also get fast track through security. Oh, I thought it must have been someone there because it's text me. No, it's just an email. Fast track through security as well, which again, I got very flustered with going out because you have to obviously take out all your electricals. I carry a lot of electricals. I have my laptop, my Kindle, my iPad, my camera, all my accessories and that. I took up 3 trays. So I had my electricals in one. Then I had like my bum bag, the hoodie, my jewellery in another bag. And then I had the case in another bag. And I said to the man, I was like, oh my god. I was like, I've took up 3 trays. He's like, it's absolutely fine. I walked through and I didn't bleep. I didn't bleep. Now, that's unusual for me, guys. I did not bleep. And then I got through and I'm thinking, oh, I need to get all these trays off. So one of the men must have seen I was getting a bit whoo. So he was like, I'll put your case on there and I'll bring you 2 trays to like your little cubicle thing. Take your time. It's absolutely fine. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. Once I was in duty free, I'm like, yes. Yes, yes, yes. And you would have seen I treated myself to a perfume. And I just realised that I was going to do a rundown of what I bought in Jamaica, which I actually will do because I packaged it all in a bag. So we'll do that at the end because I'm thinking I haven't done like a breakdown of what I got. And yes, you might think I'm sounding sniffly. I'm not adjusting to British weather, guys. I'm not adjusting to this coldness. It's absolutely pouring down with rain today. It is horrible. So yeah, TUI Premium itself, you get your priority check-in, your priority fast track through security. You also get access to the #1 lounge within Gatwick, and then you get priority boarding, and then you get all of your added extras on the plane. The only thing that you get on the return is your plane. You don't get priority check-in or anything like that. However, with Jamaica, they have a thing called the Mobo Lounge. It was £26, which I didn't think was too bad for a lounge, but with that, you get fast track through security. You do not get fast track through check-in. That's the only, oh actually no, that's the only thing you get coming back. You get premium check-in because it's like a designated thing, and then you get your flights, but you don't necessarily get like a lounge access or fast track through security on that side. So I got the Mobo lounge access thing, and I say it was £26. I done my normal check-in through premium, and then I went to the Mobo. I got fast track through security. I had access to the lounge, and then when you get to the plane side, obviously you board first being premium. The only downside I would say with Jamaica is the airport. They say you're on Jamaican time, which is basically any time. It's very, very laid back. Like, there's no rush, there's no bother, which for someone like me with OCD and timeliness and organisation, I'm like, oh my God, like, we need to go, go, go. Like, now. Like, we need to sort this out. And, yeah, it was just, I had an hour and a half, well, was it an hour and a half or about an hour's delay flying out, and I had about half hour, 45 minutes coming back delay, but it wasn't the end of the world. I'm so sorry there, guys. I haven't actually cleared my memory card from a holiday, so it just come up like, no memory. So, where did I hope it didn't cut out. I feel like it would have cut out a bit when I was saying about, like, Gatwick. Gatwick itself wasn't too bad. Coming back, it said passport control could be in excess of up to 90 minutes. I saw that and I thought, oh no, because I knew my partner was waiting at the international arrivals. When we got through though, it was for the all other passports. Like the normal UK gate was absolutely fine. I had one lady in front of me. The thing that took a while was the bags coming out, because they had a couple of flights before us that had come from destinations where the people was in the other passport queue thing at passport control. So obviously their cases were going around and no one was there to pick it up, so they couldn't fit ours on. So that probably took about 20-25 minutes, I'm going to say. So it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't ideal considering how quick we was all through passport control. That was thing. And then, as I say, come through and I've got out of the thing and you're looking and you see everyone with the cards, and I just see this pair of red shorts, and then I looked up and I saw my partner and he was like making his way through, and he was like, Shan, and I was like, oh, you're there. And yeah, it was very I'm so sorry. I've had the most annoying bit of skin, guys, and you know me, I'm not going to learn because I'm going to end up getting a whitlow. But yeah, I saw his shorts and then I saw him and we had a little bit of a cuddle, and then we was like, let's get in the car and let's get home. And then I got home and was wished away to a weekend in London, which was very, very lovely. And I spoke about that at the end of the last holiday vlog, because I got back, I didn't have time to film an outro, and we was all whisked away in that. But in terms, I'm going to break down like the costing for you, because I've had a lot of people ask me how much it cost and like the perks and everything for the upgrades, what was worth it. So let me just get, because you have to as well for Jamaica, you have to do an online like entry visa. However, they do also give you a paper copy on the plane. The day that I went, the 1st of September, was the day that they introduced the switch over to the online. So I'd already done online, but they gave us a paper copy just in case, and that was it. So we stayed at the Premier Inn at Gatwick the night before. I thought Premier Inns were like reasonable. The one at the airport was £110 for the night. I'm thinking it was a Thursday night. It was right by the airport, literally. If you know Gatwick, you know where the Premier Inn is. And I just wanted it to be simple, you know. I just wanted it to be done and dusted. So let's get into the breakdown of the costs, because if you know how it goes with solo traveling, you have to pay solo room occupancy fees. Yes, the joys. So a breakdown of my holiday. So I had an inbound and outbound flight. I had in premium class, which also got me 23 kilos in my hold luggage, 10 kilos in my hand luggage, all of the extras that I spoke about previously. And then, right, so my basic holiday, so the basic hotel price was £2,685. However, for my room upgrade, I was charged £770. So that was to upgrade to the Diamond Club for the swim up room. And then, oh, did I, hold on a minute. Oh yeah, because I made a few amendments on here. My room occupancy charge is what makes me sick. And luckily next year now, I don't get a room occupancy charge. But I was charged £1,212 as a room occupancy charge. And that is basically because they think, well, one person is having a 2-person room. However, this is my thing, guys. Hotels don't offer single rooms mainly abroad. So if you are a solo traveller, yes, solo traveller, you are going to get screwed over. They are going to put that occupancy charge on whether you like it or not. There's nothing you can do, I'm afraid. My premium club, so that's for my flights there and back and the bits that I spoke about, was £359. I did get some like online promotions and that. As I say, I booked it on quite a good deal. So the total for myself to go to Jamaica, that also included the coach transfer from the hotel to the airport, was £4,206.21, which, yes, is a lot of money. But £1,200 of that is a charge that I had nothing that I could have done with that, I'm afraid. And looking at this, I want to compare against Dominican, because I don't feel Dominican was that much. I feel Dominican might have been slightly cheaper, if I remember. So Dominican last year was just under 3,600 and this was 4,200. So yeah, the room occupancy on this was a lot more. I feel last year I was only charged about 800. I say only, it's absolutely diabolical. However, another thing when I got out there is, I don't know about you guys, but when I was little, you'd always have your rep on your coach with you to your hotel. That doesn't seem to happen anymore. So you got on your transfer, they took you to your hotel, and then everything with TUI now is through the app. They tell you when they're at the resort, your welcome meeting, everything like that. So my welcome meeting was the following day. Went down, sorted my trips out. Now the trips were more expensive than Dominican. I don't know if that's because it's a more popular area, but the trips, I feel like 3 of them was full day trips. And when I say full day, I mean being picked up between like 5 and 6 a.m. and, oh sorry darlings, and not getting brought back until like 7, 8 o'clock. Some of them, if you've seen the vlogs, I weren't coming back till like almost 9 o'clock at night. I done a lot of stuff out there, and there is so much more that you can do out there. So as I say, when we go back, I definitely want to revisit a few old things, but also try new bits. I done Rick's Calf, which if you're from Jamaica or you've been there or heard of it, it's a calf in the sea where they jump off of cliffs. I did not jump off of a cliff. You would never catch me jumping off a cliff. I just spectated. I was like, yay. And that I done in a catamaran. I'm not going to say in case you haven't seen the vlog, but that experience itself was it was just, it wasn't the best of days, weather and everything like that. It was just a palaver, but hey ho, it's absolutely fine. I also then done, oh my god guys, my arm keeps aching and itching. I done an adventure day where I went ziplining. Guys, I freaking love ziplining. Like, that is what I'm going to do on every destination now. I done ziplining, I done horseback riding, which I thought was a little trot along the sea. No, I ended up fully going in the sea. And then I done ATV, which if you've seen the vlog, I can't drive an ATV. I almost tipped myself out of it. They are hard to drive. They are absolutely hard to drive, let me tell you that. So I done that. I then went to Dunn's River, the waterfall, and climbed that. Did not realise I had to climb the whole thing, guys. I thought it was just a waterfall you went up the side. That was an adventure itself. And then I done YS Falls, which was another waterfall. I done Pelican Bar, which was a bar in the middle of the sea on stilts, basically, like a shack. I done the Appleton Rum Distillery tour. I went to Kingston. I went to 9 Mile, seeing Bob Marley's house, seeing where Bob Marley was buried. I went to the Blue Mountains plantation, like, area. Is it a no, not plantation. It's where they grow the coffee. Coffee fields? I don't know the correct term, I'm sorry. Should have been listening more to the guide. But yeah, I'd done a lot of trips, and the trips on average ranged from $80 up to $200. There was some with TUI that was a bit more, like into the $250s, $300s, but that was more like dolphins and private excursions. But I was happy being on a coach, and for the price of the private, it was not I didn't warrant that. The tours themselves, very informative. I will advise you, if you do the 9-mile tour for Bob Marley's home where he grew up and that, the use of illegal substances in the UK is everywhere. And that is in general just in Jamaica. But on that tour, people smoke it. Like, I got high off the fumes just walking around. I was like, whew, I don't even need to buy it. I'm getting high off the fumes here. But the trips themselves were amazing. New experiences, as I say, ziplining was revisiting, seeing if I still had that adrenaline. I did. I definitely want to look into getting a GoPro because I would love to film myself on them. Because I would be like, woo, yes, loving life, guys. But yeah, I'm not going to say too much on the trips because if you see, you need to go see the vlogs because you get it all firsthand. But what I am going to do is, I feel like that summed up. The weather, fabulous. You might have got a little bit of rain. We had one torrential rainstorm. Bit of rain in the evenings, but it was hot. Everyone says don't go in hurricane season. It's pot luck, unfortunately. I've always travelled like Mexico, Cuba and everything like that has always been September, October, which is the time they tell you not to go, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, I done that. A little bit of rain, it goes very humid and then it perks up. The food at the hotel, oh my god guys, the food. Again, I'm not going to go into it too much. You need to watch the vlogs, but there was like 7 or 8 restaurants. That's why I've put half a stone on. So I already went on a holiday a stone heavier. I've now put on half a stone. Thank goodness I'm seeing my PT on a Friday for a double session, getting back to back in that. But yeah, I'm embracing a little bit of holiday chub, let's just say. But it probably didn't help with the amount of cocktails that I had. Yeah. A lot of cocktails. But I don't want to ribbit rabbit because I need to show you what I've bought. So guys, if there's anything else you want to know, let me know down below. As I say, there's 5 vlogs. Go and check them out. I explain everything. I show everything and everything. And let me show you what I bought because you go ditch some shopping, okay? Look at my huge bag, first of all. This is what I crammed everything in. When you went to the Appleton estate, everyone got like these little bags. I got a big one, and I'm not going to lie, it's because I ordered quite a lot. I did get carried away, and I can't help it. See, like, I keep stuff like this, which you probably think is so silly, but I keep my tags and, like, my wristbands. You're probably thinking, Shan, why? But I like to keep stuff like this for my little memory box and my scrapbook when I do it. Like, I keep receipts and everything like that. So, what have we got in here? Let's dive right in. So, when I went to the Bob Marley Museum, which Bob Marley's museum is his home. So it was the home that he lived in. And then 9 Mile was where he was born. He still went back home and everything like that. But it's where him, his brother and his mum are buried as well. But when you go to Bob Marley's home tour in Kingston, we got given like a little memorabilia ticket alongside the main ticket. And then on the back it has loads of facts about him. And I was like, you know what? It's going to be perfect for my scrapbook. The only thing is, all my stuff for my scrapbook and memory box, I put in my lockup. I need to go through that lockup, and I think I'm going to get some more boxes because I've accumulated more stuff to go in the memory boxes. Well, memory boxes slash more scrapbook. I want to go more scrapbooking vibe. But I did get carried away, I can't lie. What have we got here? Oh, I kept my little Appleton rum experience. This is what they gave you as you went in. And it basically says that you're responsible for how much you drink. Which, if you see the vlog, I drank a bit. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie, guys. I got these, which I thought was postcards. This was from the Bob Marley house tour. But they're stickers. A lot of cars you see in Jamaica have like stickers and decals. These were like, I think, $2. But I didn't realise that they were stickers. I thought they was postcards. So, it doesn't matter. And when I went to the Appleton estate farm, I picked up a postcard. Again, these were about $2. I picked this one up because it was molasses. And we actually tasted molasses. And as I say, it has the Appleton estate rum. I don't know about you guys. Does anyone actually send postcards from abroad? I would love to. But I'd probably be home before the time it gets here. I don't know. And if you saw the Appleton rum vlog, you will know that I walked in and there was a donkey there. As you all know, Nana G loved donkeys, and I felt like, oh my god, I felt like Nan was there. And I'd kind of had a rubbish morning that morning, if you've seen the vlog, and to go in there and then come out and see a donkey, I was just like, I got quite choked because I was like, it was almost like she was saying to me, it's going to be okay. Like, a lot of shizzle was going down. And I felt like, of all the things, and of all the days for me to go on that trip, and the trip for there to be a donkey to show you, like, it was that day. And I just thought, she was with me. And then I got carried away and got into loads of stuff. So, I also got mum and dada bits. So, mum, I'm sure you will see in any upcoming vlog. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if she wears it for the mukbang. I got mum a Bob Marley t-shirt from my hotel, but like a proper tribal Rastafarian bright tie-dye. Mum's absolutely loving it. We've just had a Caribbean restaurant open up down the street, and mum's like, I'm wearing this. I'm gonna get my oxtail and I'm going and wear this. And I'm like, oh lord. She's like, I'm gonna be like, my daughter's been Jamaica, so I'm gonna tell him everything you've done. I'm like, she's so happy to be like, my daughter's gone to another country. Like, when people ask her, apparently, like, oh, does your daughter travel? Or she bought, my mum's like, she loves telling people I've been abroad, because she's like, no, she was on her own and she went and done it. I'm like, oh god. They probably think, oh, okay, but hey ho, if you know Mama G, that is her. I got good things, and then I probably got stuff I didn't need. Let's start off with, there was a lot more of these, but I got one for my partner, one for Dada, and one for Mum, but I got us the biggest one. This was the Jamaican authentic, 100% Jamaica's Blue Mountain coffee. We saw how this was ground, and this is actually a really lovely coffee. Canon, thank you. This is 227 grams, and I think this cost me about $25, which I know you're probably sitting there shouting at me. However, it's authentic, and I am a sucker. I do like to buy local produce. I do like to support the local estates, and it's by the Creighton estate. If you're in Jamaica and you see the Blue Mountain tour, please go and give it a go, because just to be up where it is for the views is so lovely. And you learn about the heritage, you learn about the areas, you see some of the viewpoints of Jamaica on the drive up there that you wouldn't normally see. And I'm a sucker for some coffee, okay? So I actually haven't got my bottles of alcohol. Shock. I got quite a few little bottles of rum, but that was for me, my partner, Mum, and Dada. And then I got a couple of big bottles for us. So everyone's had their bit. And in the airport, I picked up the Paco Rabanne with the pink dress. I would show you it, but I don't know where it is. If you remember last year, I got Paco Rabanne with the silver dress. This one is with the pink dress. And I got my partner and Dada some like jerk sauce and bits and bobs like that. At the Appleton estate, I got Mum a couple of glasses of rum. The rum is already gone. She's saying it's for medicinal purposes because she's getting a little bit of a cold now. We're coming into the winter months. No, I'd say she's just been swigging it out of the bottle. Dada, I got him a hip flask. Not a hip flask to use though. It's going to be like one, I think, for his drinks cabinet. And he got some various bits and bobs. But from Appleton, what I got a little bottle opener. I mean, did I need another bottle opener? No. But this was about $3. Now, some souvenirs are okay. Some souvenirs are not. My hotel robbed me. I'm not going to lie. I paid $20 for 3 magnets. Then when you go to the airport, they're like $3, $4 each. So I would say if you're going to Jamaica, if you don't go to like little gift shops on trips, for example, get them at the airports. Unless your hotel is more reasonable. My one was just a little bit of a pee take, let's just say. Also at Appleton. Oh, I've got my rum in here. Here we are, guys. You can see what rum I've got. I got the 8-year one because this was the one that I actually preferred. Mr. Miyagi? No. I've got a fly here, guys, and it's annoying me. This is like holiday, ain't it? Because I had the mozzies biting me to oblivion. I don't think I've got it, but it's not on my hands, so it flew away somewhere. This was $13, which I didn't think was too bad. It's 200ml. It is 43%, okay? This was the 8-year-old. So if you see the rum vlog, I tasted the signature one, the 8-year one, the 12-year, and I think there was a 15-year one. But this is going to be my winter drink, okay? This will be my medicinal purposes. And I also got, which I thought was very, very good. I'm really trying not to smash everything in here. I got 2 glasses. So I got a little shot glass. I mean, not that I would be filling that up with that rum because it would blow my head off. This was about $8, I believe. And then this one was $12, but I just thought it was really cool. It's one of them mugs that you can like heat up, and it's like copper. And they said like you can put mulled wine in there, mulled rum, and I'm like, oh my god, Christmas is coming up. I might put a little bit of rum in my mulled wine, or I might do a rum hot chocolate. Marshmallows, you can picture it now, can't you? You can picture it now. And then I did get a few glasses, guys, I'm not going to lie. I get carried away. When I went to Bob Marley's home, the museum tour, I picked this up. This was a bit expensive. This was about $22 if I remember correctly. But I don't have any pint glasses, and I don't have any pint glasses in my collection. But look at that. I just think that's very unique. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to see that and be like, yes, that's when I went to his home. For me, my souvenirs are to like, I know I get the coffee and the rum stuff I'm going to drink and eat and use or whatever, but I like to have stuff that still gives me the memories. And then for that, when I went to 9 Mile, because I don't partake in the substance that they all do, there wasn't a lot that you could buy without that substance, to be honest. So I got myself a little magnet, and this was $3. So as I say, I didn't think this was bad, but I liked it because it said the 9 Mile Jamaica. So I thought, you know what? Again, it's a reminder of, I got that when I went to the place where he was buried and all of the history and everything there. I also picked up, when I was at the museum tour to his home, a little key ring. And this was $2. I didn't think that was too bad. Just a little key ring. I should have probably picked Mum up one of these, but she might get another one. I've got her plenty of key rings and that. She's like, oh. I got her the cutest, it's like a little hand-painted pig, but it's a piggy bank, because Mum loves piggy banks, and she used to collect them as a child. So it's a little hand-painted piggy bank, and it has Jamaica on it. Next time we do a vlog, I'll get her to show you, because she hadn't it. She was like, oh my god. I was like, I thought you'd like it. I thought you'd like it. Now, something that I saw and went, oh my god, you know I'm a sucker for a snow globe. This come from my resort, guys, okay? This is when I tell you stuff gets getting expensive. So I got a little snow globe. It says no problem, Jamaica. This was $15. Yeah, my resort was not cheap. Okay, my resort was not cheap. When I went to Rick's Cafe, I got a few bits and bobs. First thing I got was this big magnetic bottle opener. Another bottle opener. This was $10, but it is big and it is magnetic. So I thought, you know what? It's a nice thing. You can never have too many bottle openers, can you? It's like pens. However, they didn't really have pens, guys. Mum, first thing she said, Shan, where's my pen? I was like, Mum, they ain't got any pens. Not that I could see anyway. So she had a few magnets and some key rings, and she was like, oh, I'm missing my pen. I'm like, I know, Mother, don't worry. I was trying to look in all the shops, darling, but I couldn't find it. Another thing from Appleton I got was a little key ring. This was $5 if I remember correctly. It's a little wooden key ring. But it's also on a paddle, and this was like the paddle that they brought the rum at for the rum tasting. So I was like, you know what? We're going to make do. We're going to make do, and we're going to have a little souvenir. Also from Rick's Cafe, I got a little shot glass. And this, if I remember correctly, was about $10. So it says Rick's Cafe, Negro, Jamaica. And then on the other side, relax where you is. Relax where you is. And I thought this is a good size for like, maybe more practical for the rum shop. We'll see. But yeah, I like to have a few things, and I did get a few other bits, but we'll see that we're working our way through the bag. I got myself a key ring, which I can't wait to put on my keys. This was $7 on its own, or was part of the 3 for $15 on the key rings. As I say, the other bits were 3 for $20. Daylight robbery. Shh. But I like this because it says Jamaica, a turtle, but it's also a whistle, guys. Shh. I'm going to have so much fun with this. This I can't wait to put on my car keys. When someone cuts me up, I'm not shouting anymore. I'm just going to literally take my keys out of the ignition and just whistle at them. Oh no, maybe I shouldn't. No, that's not good. I need to find a place where I can have this accessible. Maybe I'll hang it around by my mirror. No, that's not practical either. Maybe hang it on my air freshener so I can like easy grab it. We'll figure something out, guys. We'll figure something out. But yes, I really liked that. And then a glass again. So this was in a 3 for $20. And when I tell you again, it's supposed to be $9 on its own, but 3 for $20. So you think, okay. But these glasses, I know that you used to be able to get for like maybe $5, was $9 on its own. I'm trying very careful because you know what I'm like if I have to peel something off. It doesn't always go to plan, does it? And I always get the blooming residue. But I do like to collect a shot glass, don't I? Wherever I go, it's always a little shot glass. And I just got this little one that said Jamaica. I thought very plain, simple. I like the colours. It reminded me of my Bob Marley cocktail that I used to be having most days, I'm not going to lie. So I chose that one. Also in the airports, I got Dada and my partner one. I got a bottle of Ray and Nephew, which is like a rum out there. But this is the rum cream. This is what they was putting in my BBC cocktails, my mudslide cocktails. And I cannot wait to be having this. I might put this in here and then I'll put the rum in the relax where it is. This was $6 in the airport, which I didn't think was too bad at all. You could have got the big litre ones, but guys, I was struggling trying to carry all my stuff. I thought, no way can I start overloading myself with booze, which my partner's already said next year, you're going to be taking full advantage of like my baggage allowance in you. I'm like, would I do such a thing? He knows me too well. He knows me too well. I then got a sign in my shop at the resort. This was $15. So again, pricey, but you might look at this and think it's tack, guys, but I love stuff like this. Whenever we move, I want to have like in my little room, you know my bits where I have my perfumes, I want to have one of them where like each shelf is where I've been. And of course this is going to go on. It's just, I love stuff like this. And then I got another magnet. This was the magnet that I got from when I done the Bob Marley Museum. Jamaica, one love. This was $5, this one. I remember because this one they said it's holographic. I was like, okay, it's fine. When I saw these in my resort shop, yes, it was on a 3 for $25 offer, but I couldn't help myself. And if you know me, you might know what I'm going to pull out because I have to try and get these on my travels. I don't feel Dominican done these last year and I was absolutely gutted. But I've made up for it in Jamaica. So I got a baby one to start with. It's the hand-painted skulls. If you know me, I love skulls. And hand-painted skulls, guys, look at that. Oh! And I got black and white because I thought Newcastle United, you know. And then I got a bigger one, which was more traditional. Look at that. I absolutely cannot wait to have these in my cabinet. And when I tell you, I literally squealed when I saw them. I was so excited. They had like lizards, and then this was the one that I got Mum's piggy bank on. But I was like, I need skulls. Oh my God, I need skulls. And then I got sidetracked, and I know exactly what I'm going to put in this. This was $18. Yes, people are probably going to be screaming at the screen, Shan, that is tat. I know it probably is, but I love a good old-fashioned photo frame. And I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a picture of me in my ATV acting like I'm an absolute boss when actually the tour guide had parked me up and took my photo for me. So I think that is what's going to go in there. But I love a cheesy, tacky frame. However you think of it, I absolutely love them. And then no holiday is complete, guys, without a couple of t-shirts. I picked this up on the Bob Marley tour. This was a bit pricey. This was $35. But I got Legend. And I got this one because this is his front cover of the record and CD that me and Mum have. So I thought, absolutely, that is me. Done, dusted. I saw that. And as I say, the one that I got Mum is like a bright tie-dye one. I got that in my resort shop, but you're definitely going to see that in some vlogs coming up. And then I picked this up. This one I didn't think was too bad. This was $26. But I really like this one. And this was the one from Rick's Cafe. They had this in so many colours. Black, white, red, anything you could possibly imagine. Pink, blue. But I thought a classic white because that was like what the whole vibe was. So, yeah, to say I treated myself, I did. But I made sure everyone else was treated. You know me, guys. Any excuse to have a little bit of a spend up, I was there. But yes, I don't want to be rabbit because you're probably thinking, God, if you've watched the 5 vlogs, if you've watched the 5 vlogs, let me know down below. And let me know what your favourite vlog was or what your favourite part was. But yes, I don't want to be a rabbit because I need to put this back in the bag and put it in a corner, and then I'm just going to deal with my room at a later stage, you know. But guys, I do hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe down below, and as I say, leave us a comment Any questions on Jamaica? What do you think of my souvenirs? Did you watch the vlogs? Anything at all? Or if you want to send me an email, my email is always down below, or you can always reach out via Instagram. Again, they are in the descriptions box. Lifestyle or food, whatever it is, give it a go, guys, okay? But yes, take care, stay safe as always, and I'll see you in the next one. I don't know what my upload schedule back is. Check out the community tabs, guys, because I will be letting you know what the upload schedule is, okay? Bye! Mwah.